Hey everybody, it's Jeff, Aromatics. Now recently I've been going through my tobacco cellar and I've been just trying to condense everything down, taking half empty jars and putting them in smaller jars just to free up some space. Maybe get an extra, I got I think 2 bins full of jars, and I'd like to just maybe condense them into 1 bin. And those are the tobaccos that I don't smoke a lot. The stuff that I do smoke consistently I have on a shelf in my kitchen. While I was doing that, I came across some tobaccos that I haven't smoked in a long time, and a lot of those were aromatics, but one of them caught my attention, and that was what I'm going to review today, and that is one that's not in circulation anymore, but it is McClelland's Vanilla Black Cavendish. And this is one of the first tobaccos that I ever tried. One of my first aromatics. Well, maybe not one of my first aromatics, but what this one was, what I really liked about it was the first tobacco that I got. Like, where, when you first start smoking and you don't know how to pipe smoke, like smoke your pipe, and especially if you start with aromatics, a lot of times you're smoking too fast, or you just taste hot air and maybe get tongue bite. I never had a problem with tongue bite, but I did have a problem with tasting those flavors that I wanted to get. And I remember one day, it was a cold morning. I remember I was done work, and on a midnight shift, and I just went outside, and I was just on the deck, and I lit up the pipe, and it just hit me. I finally got the right cadence, and I was tasting those vanilla flavors, and it just has this nostalgic feel for me. It's not really the best tobacco for sure. It's just a Black Cavendish, but it just has this, when I smoke it and smell it, it just brings me back to that time, and I have a soft spot for this tobacco. And if it wasn't for that, maybe I wouldn't enjoy it as much as I do. But what this tobacco is good old-fashioned Black Cavendish right there. So it's just a burley that's been steamed down, and it's got probably the best smelling vanilla out there. It's just a creamy, buttery vanilla with just a creamy, natural vanilla smell. The closest thing to it would maybe be Lane Vanilla Black Cavendish, and then that's probably it. It's pretty unique in its own way. So I've got my pipe lit up here, so we'll light up and we'll tell you what I'm tasting. I'm smoking it in this because I can smoke it right down to the last bit, because that's all I have left of my Vanilla Black Cavendish that has that nostalgic feel. So I'll probably always leave about a teaspoon in there so I can just at least smell it and say that I still have it. So right off the bat, you get that nice good old vanilla. Buttery vanilla, almost a butterscotch, but not, maybe like 5% butterscotch and 95% vanilla. There's not much tobacco taste there at all. Maybe a little bit of a woody taste. So yeah, now is it just me, or like probably when I started, getting serious about or smoking my pipe all the time was probably about 2016, 2017. And I remember surfing the net, looking at pipes and cigars and smoking pipes and seeing all these different aromatics. They had, I remember they had this, Russ Willett had this, I think it was for pipes and cigars, and they had Gone Fishing was one of them. It's butterscotch, and I think I might review that one. I might do some aromatics the next couple of rounds. Just, it's cooler weather, and I've been smoking my test cigars, so sometimes I really crave a nice sweet dessert tobacco. So yeah, and then I remember Russ Willett had a lot of different, like candy corn. Lane had a bunch of different ones. Of course, you had your Lane, what was it, BCA and LL7. You have all those. You had all the other Black Cavendishes that were out there. A lot of people were doing the Black Cavendish. It doesn't seem as popular anymore. I think maybe we just have a lot better quality, or a lot more variety when it comes to just straight tobaccos. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think it's changed? Like aromatics are not quite. I'm sure like aromatics will always be smoked, but there's not the same variety or push that there used to be when it comes to aromatic tobaccos and Black Cavendishes. Let me know what you think. But just a light, easy smoking tobacco. that for a nice cool morning with a nice cup of coffee. Do any of you remember the vanilla black Cavendish? Did you ever smoke it? I know some of it was a favorite of some people, and other people just thought it was just don't like aromatics. But I'm pretty sure if you're into the black Cavendishes, I can't see why you wouldn't like it. Although it's definitely got more of a smell than it does a taste. I know that the Lane Vanilla Black Cavendish is just a step down in how I like the flavor and the smell, but it's definitely a couple steps up when it comes to tasting it. I don't know why you taste it more. It's still just a black Cavendish. But luckily I have probably, I don't know what, I had like a decent amount of the Lane Vanilla Black Cavendish. So at least I got some vanilla when I'm in the mood for it. Anyway, I'm going to leave my video at that. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, let me know what you think about the whole Cavendish thing. Do any of you guys smoke any kind of black Cavendish on a regular basis? I'd like to know. So I'll see you on my next video, and you guys take care. Aromatics, signing out.